I lost my wife to suicide about 5 years ago. She was suffering from depression for many months before she died. She died in her mid-50s, and my 2 daughters were one in their early 20s, and the other one was in her late teens at school. My wife died at home. She'd obviously taken the decision to end her life while the rest of us were out of the house, and we came home and discovered her. The fact that she'd done it in our home was obviously something that was very difficult. We ended up with a string of different people coming to the house, both from the police and the health service, but also friends and relatives. When friends and relatives and others come to talk to you, you are in a vulnerable position and you can react very badly to what people say to you. The words that are used need to be chosen really, really well because they are things that people will remember for a very long time, if not forever. I remember one of my daughters being asked by somebody who was very well meaning, "Did your mother leave a suicide note?" And she's never forgotten that. She just thought it was so insensitive. I rationalize it this way, that the brain is a very complicated computer. As with all things like that, things can go wrong in it. It was almost like a progressive illness that lasted months and then came to an end through a deliberate act. We all grow up in a world where there's accountability and blame. I was led to believe something had gone wrong and we need to get to the bottom of it. And you start thinking, does that mean that we were responsible for something? And there's blame in a sort of a legal sense. All these institutional processes, including the coroner's process, are somehow seen by society as some kind of proxy for managing grief for the individual. The coroner system is part of the court process. That raises an expectation that you're going to get, judgments about who's responsible for things. That system is not going to necessarily fulfill your expectations. People use this horrible word closure. You will get to the end of a journey, you will understand and find out why things happened. And that's not the case. Sometimes you just have to accept things happen the way they do. So you do need like-minded people who've been on the journey or are still on the journey to help you. But I think that's where I am. Yeah.